Good evening, Trinidad and Tobago. Welcome to Community Corner, and it's always a pleasure to be in your company every Thursday between the hours of 10 a.m. First of all, let me welcome you to the community of Guaico. Yes, we are in Guaico this morning, and we have taken the opportunity to come and visit a school that has been doing tremendous work both in academics and sports and in music. And during the course of this interview, you will hear a lot more about the history behind this school and what they have achieved. And I can tell you they have achieved a lot, because when I walk in, the amount of awards and trophies, it's amazing that a school that we consider in a rural community, a little known school, has been doing so much. And I am glad that I got the opportunity to highlight this school, more so because of the amount of negative stuff that you're hearing with school children and school these days. And as I always say, I'm here to bring you the positive side of things in community, not the negative things, because it is too much. So first of all, I would like to welcome the principal, Mrs. Indira Rambaran Mohammed, and she's the principal of Guaico Presbyterian Primary School. It's a pleasure, Madam Principal, and I am sure that we're going to hear and enlighten Trinidad and Tobago quite a bit about what is happening in this school. First of all, tell me about a little history regarding the school.
The Guaico Presbyterian School is 120 years old. We celebrated that last year. We actually launched our school magazine just for that occasion. This school, I have been at this school for 29 years. I've been a principal for the past 9 years. This is my 10th year. And we are a tremendous school. We excel in most areas, and we try to provide a holistic education to the students here. We are not just exam-based and academics. We participate in every curricular and co-curricular activity that you can think of. We have a Red Cross club, we have an EMA club, we have 4-H club. We are doing robotics right now with the post-SEA children. Every year we do this. And not to mention our steel orchestra. We have music rostered. All the classes participate in music from first year to standard 5. We have the Guaico Press Steel Orchestra. So music is an integral part of this school. Every morning worship is held, the tenets of the Presbyterian faith, and we inculcate these values in the students on a daily basis, so that when our students leave here, they are not just ready for exams, but they are ready for life. We give them life skills. Our achievements are many. We are the winners of national winners of the oilfield, we are district winners of the Oilfield Workers Trade Union competition. Last year, for the first time, they extended it to schools outside of the southern region. We are the present winners of the ODPM national winners, judiciary quiz. We are the national winners. They have not had these competitions for the last few years. Maybe they know Guaico will win again. We mental math, our child placed second last year or year before, 2018, 2017. Last year, SEA, we had 2 students in the top 200. So, and of course, many passes for our prestige schools. So our children are doing well in all spheres of education.
What would you say makes the school so special? And when I say special, because again, I go back to the amount of different awards that I've seen walking into the school. It's a tremendous achievement for a school, and I go about saying, you know, we tend to not pay special attention to rural communities,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And this is where, you know, we find all the success and, you know, and the achievements. But what do you say is the main reason for all the success, both in the academic side and sports and culture?
It's a mixture. The work ethic of the staff at this school. surpasses almost any other school. I have inherited a culture, and this started 100 years ago. The hard work of our Presbyterian forefathers, those who built the church, who built the schools, who rode on their bicycles to go to schools in the country, and that just passed down from one generation to the other. So many of the teachers, they are past pupils of the school, they attend the church next door or the Presbyterian church in various different areas of the community. And the work ethic is there, the love, the caring for the students, the genuine care that we show for our students. Guaico is a diverse community, and it doesn't matter where you come from, whether you are from a wealthy or an underprivileged home, whatever ethnicity, race, it doesn't matter. We give all our students the same love and care and attention. And I think this is what contributes to work ethic. We have good parental support, and those are the two key things that will bring success to any institution.
If we had to go back to some of the past students who have passed through the institute and gone on to greater things, can you identify a couple for me?
Well, I can start with Dr. Boindranath Tiwari. He's a past pupil of this school. Dr. Samuel Ramsewak, he is head of gynecology at the University of the West Indies. We have Mr. Kevin Ramnarayan, as you know, he's the former Minister of Energy. We have many doctors, many lawyers, and many teachers. I always like to put in teachers here. We are very important. And all different spheres, you would find us there. We have Ronnie Holasi, athlete.
Long distance runner.
Yes. So all areas you would find our past pupils there. Okay. Dr. Anna Mahes.
Okay. Quite a few.
Yes, in fact, her parents were principals at this school in former times. Mm-hmm. Her siblings would have taught here, become principals later on. Mm-hmm. Yes.
When you look at the community, because you know, community plays a major part in any establishment, be it business or school or whatever. What part do you see the community playing in the school?
We couldn't do without the support of our stakeholders in the community. We have the business community, we have a very good rapport with them, and they support us in every endeavor. We have the San Miguel Grande Regional Corporation, they work together with us. The Ministry of Works, right across the road, they work together with us, and we all work together for the benefit of the children.
So am I to suggest that you all have no challenges, nothing?
So we have many challenges.
What are some of them, if you
And our greatest challenge, while we have very supportive parents, we have, the structure of society today. We have many many children who come from homes where there is infighting, there is dysfunctional families, and these are the children we are having problems with. So that is our major challenge. Children will go home, homework is undone, they come back, there's nobody. Parents are very busy now. In cases where there's a single parent, sometimes they work shift, so there's no one to look after the child, check their books, to assist them with homework when they need assistance, and that is our major challenge.
How do you handle those situations?
Well, we call in the parents, we speak with them. Sometimes we see a change, it will change for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then it just slides. We have to call them back. We have some children who are absent very often. We will call parents, find out why and there's always a reason why the child is absent. There's always a reason, and we speak to them, try to show them the importance of attending school every day, the importance of checking books, checking homework, everything. But as I said, sometimes we see incremental changes, but we are not giving up. We continue to work with them. Some of them we refer to the guidance officer, and that's about as much as we can do.
You say you were here 9 years now. Mm-hmm. If you were to reflect on your 9 years, how would you describe your 9 years here at the school?
I have had a very enjoyable 9 years. I love my job. As a matter of fact, I was in banking, but I always wanted to be a teacher. So in 1982, after working at the bank for 2 years, I became a teacher, and I have not one moment regretted that. My teaching career has been very, very beneficial, and I would like to think that I helped many students. And as a principal, I enjoy my job. I have an excellent rapport with my staff. And as I always say, if I did not enjoy my job, I would not be here today. I would have retired a long time ago. But a cooperative, hardworking staff is what makes my job easy. And it's because of the relationship that I have nurtured with them.
Give me a brief history on the community. What's the community of Guaico like?
It's a mixed community. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have farmers, we have the URP worker, the CPEP worker, the teachers. It's a very diverse and very mixed community.
Okay. Anything you'd like to share with us, before we let you go?
The Guaico Presbyterian School, I can tell you it's one of the schools that lots of parents would like their children to get into, so we have piles and piles of application forms when that time comes for entry into first year. And it is because of the successes, because of the good things that people are hearing about Guaico Presbyterian School. I did have my challenges very early in the first couple of years, but with God being my helper, I was able to overcome those challenges. And the crowning glory, while we are successful in so many competitions, but the crowning glory was when we won National Junior Panorama this year. Because we have been on that stage for many years. We placed 5th, 9th, 6th, 3rd, and this year we were able to bring the trophy home to Guaico Press. And that is one of the highlights of my career.
What did that do for the children after all these years of taking part, and finally, you must have seen a change in their attitude,
They are very, very confident. They are very much more disciplined. Their interest has deepened, their focus, because they know that with practice, they can do it. And we try to show them it's not just with the pan, but it's the same practice you need to do in your work as well. Your studies, you revise, you do it over and over, and you will excel just as you excelled in the pan.
Quickly, now, I try to show people the difference between children in sports and other activities and sharing it side by side with the academics. Let's take the students in the pan side. Have you seen a decrease or increase in their work ethics, the academic side, in any way that you will say, some people say, well, you can't play sports and do exams because it don't mix.
Yes, yes.
How is that for you? Because you must be paying attention to them in the band,
yes,
to know if they should remain or if they should spend more time with their work. How is that?
No, it has helped them in the academics, because you know the confidence that they can do this, and the discipline, it has helped them in the academics. And we have seen it. We have a lot of our students are actually in the SEA class, and we expect very good results from these students. Even though they were preparing for SEA, they remained a part of the Steel Orchestra. They practice every day with us during the holidays, on afternoons, on weekends, and we expect very good passes from them, because as they did the past papers, their marks were very good. So we expect no different in the results.
So you are one principal who would not make a child leave extra activity to consider on exams?
Oh, not at all, not at all. As a matter of fact, I think it helps them. I should mention as well, we are the inter-school karate champions. We have been for the past 5 years or so as well. Every year there's an inter-school karate competition with Team Elite and Guaico Presbyterian. We have been winners for the past few years. This year, just 2 weeks ago, we emerged winners once again. And it helps the students, the discipline that they have to put into the sports and the music. It helps them in their academics.
And I have with me here now Miss Anna Noel. Anna was the former music teacher. Now she is the music director at the school. So as you heard from the principal, after so many years of being there, they finally won the panorama this year. So Anna has to be doing something very special, and we're going to hear from her now. So Anna, welcome, and it's a pleasure to chat with you.
Yes.
First of all, tell me a bit about how long have you been at the school?
Okay, well, I have been here for the last 6 years. I came in the school through the MMPU unit, and which was formerly known as Pan in the Classroom, and I have moved from school to school teaching music. And then I came here in Guaico Presbyterian in the year 2012 and started teaching. So it's 6 years here at Guaico.
How has the 6 years been for you?
These 6 years have been, how do I call it? It has been a change, because I went from school to school learning their culture, and coming here at Guaico, the culture was wow. That's how I could describe it, because I remember my first time coming here, I heard a student sing, and that was it. I knew I was in the right place. Mm-hmm. So that is what got me all excited about being here. So yes, it's been.
And how has it been working with the steel band?
With the steel band, now it was not, the goal was not the steel orchestra, the goal was to minister through culture. Mm. So when I came here, it was, of course, through the MMPU unit that I had to teach the music program, and the main instrument was the steel pan, and to teach other instruments during our class time as well, but the main instrument was steel pan. So teaching was, well, music was the goal, but going through, I realized the culture here was competitions, and to get the kids' attention, I signed them up for the steel orchestra, which was the junior panorama. That was the competition that we took part in, and I realized that that quickly transformed their lives, and that was the way to get their attention. Previous to that, I know that I would have come in here and meet other teachers who would have been here before me, and it was a junior band before that. It just upgraded to steel orchestra after that by myself.
Now, yes. you entered the competition a couple of years. You were always up there,
yes.
But you finally won it in 2018.
2018.
How was that? What did that do for you, and also for the boys and girls in the band?
Well, it was, for me, it helped in how I went about things, and it changed my life tremendously. I know that I could not have done it. I made mention of the teachers that went before me and brought the steel orchestra, which was a junior band. They did so much work before me, but my secret weapon was my husband. Yes, I taught during the school hours, but after school hours, my husband arranged the piece. His name is Mr. Kyle Noel, and he works with the National Steel Symphony Orchestra. And he was my secret weapon, and because he was my secret weapon, we moved together, getting the job done. So it did a lot for us, working together. And in terms of the kids, you saw a transformation in their lives. Now, it's difficult when not every child moves the same, not every child learns the same way. So there was so many things that we had to put into place for these kids to grasp the music, and we will reinforce that during class time. So it was hand in hand, they bringing the work together to make sure that the kids understand and do well in terms of where you want them to reach. So it boosts their confidence, and it boosts ours as well.
You from the community of Guaico?
No, I'm not. I am from the community of Maloney Gardens. Okay. That's where I was raised. That's where I was born. Yes.
Okay. How is it? How do you enjoy working in a community like Guaico?
Guaico is I call it my second home. I enjoy it tremendously. When I came, I was stationed in the district of the Northeastern district, and moving from school to school, you learned, or you were told, don't get too comfortable where you are. You know, don't build so many relationships by the time, because the way they move us from school to teach the music program. But I couldn't help but feeling a bond here with Guaico Presbyterian, and it feels like home. It feels like I was here a long time. So it was not much of getting used to the culture here. It was very easy. It was an easy transition for me. Yes.
Anything you'd like to share with us before we wrap this interview? Tell us something that we don't know about the Steel Orchestra.
Okay. What we don't know about the Steel Orchestra. I think this year was our most challenging, because I am now, former music instructor of the MMPU unit, and now I'm the music director here at Guaico Presbyterian. So my time here as the music instructor, things would have been easier for me to maneuver, you know, and get the job done. It was a more challenging. I had to change game plan. Both my husband and I had to sit and say, okay, this is how we are going to approach things, and approach it in a different way. So we had 50% students that left us and 50% that remained with us. But the challenge was teaching technique, coming after school hours and working with the kids and liaising with the current music instructor and the principal and staff, members of staff, just to get the job done and still keep our foundation running, which is ministering through culture. And of course, everything revolved around Iron Love, which was fitting for our piece this year. We did Nyla Blackman, Iron Love. So it was a challenge, but a challenge that we were up for. So it challenged us, it helped us to grow, and I know I was not a big fan of challenges in the past, but I say bring it on. The challenge always helps us to grow. So yes, that's something you don't know about the Steel Orchestra in terms of how we had to go about teaching the music, and we were not quite prepared. We felt like compared to our previous years and how quickly the music was done, we knew that we had a lot of work to get done, but we saw the kids really went out of their way to get the music, and it's a family. It's family. That's the kind of feeling we have in that Steel Orchestra, one band, one song. So
Anna, it was a pleasure, and let me wish you another 6 years.
Yes.
I hope they don't move you, because I see the passion in you here at the school. So let me wish you all success as we go into 2020.
Thank you.
And I'm here with Anthony Rampasad. He's the chaplain of the school, and also some other roles he will tell us about. And myself and Anthony, we go back a long way back when we attended the Savannah Boys RC. Yes. That was in I'm afraid to call it 60s. Way, how time flies. Anthony, it's a pleasure.
A blessing.
Right? And first of all, you're the chaplain of the school. Tell us a bit about your role and function. And I know that the Steel Orchestra is supposed to be on a major trip coming up.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about your role, and then tell us about that big achievement for the Steel Orchestra.
Well, as we know, this school is under the jurisdiction of the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago, and it is overseen by the Presbyterian Primary Schools Board of Education. And that being said, as the minister of the Guaico Pastoral Region, this school, all Presbyterian schools in this area fall under my oversight as the minister. So I'm the chaplain. It's a very important role because it is intended to keep the spiritual flavor and connection between the school and the church. So I would come to the school here regularly to conduct worship. But the days that I do not conduct worship, teachers of the school are rostered to conduct worship. So that spiritual flavor and tenor of the Presbyterian Church is maintained throughout the school. We are very happy and proud of this school for the achievements they have made, and we are particularly happy that the achievements go not only beyond the borders of the school but beyond the borders of the country, for they will be involved in a cultural exchange in Maryland at the end of this month, where the steel band will be going to Maryland to perform, and so other places will be open to what is happening here with PAN in our schools and therefore in our country. So in that sense, they are really ambassadors for Trinidad and Tobago, and we are very happy for that. But they are also ambassadors for the Presbyterian Church of Trinidad and Tobago. We consider it a blessing to be able to contribute to the upliftment of all our nation's children, because a statistic I don't think many people are aware of: the number of Presbyterians in Presbyterian schools is just 12%. In our 72 Presbyterian schools, only 12% are Presbyterians. So we have a responsibility to our nation's children, and it is a responsibility we take very seriously. And we as a church and as the Presbyterian Primary Schools Board, we encourage the holistic development of children. Presbyterian schools are well known for academic performance, but we are just as involved in non-academic performance, as you have seen from the number of trophies that cover a wide variety of areas, from swimming to karate to spelling bee and everything under the sun. And that is because of the commitment of the church to working in partnership with the Ministry of Education to develop our nation's children so that they can become the best that they can be. We as a church, we also, as I said before, we are committed to maintaining that spiritual discipline, which we believe in this day and time is of extreme importance to keep children focused on all their work, but mostly on God. And we are happy that at this school, worship is central. It begins the day at this school. Worship, praising God and acknowledging His goodness to us. And so the Presbyterian Primary School Board, who is now under the chairmanship of Reverend Brenda Bullock, has committed itself to supporting all our schools and all the children who are in our schools, each with unique gifts and talents, to become the best that they can be.
Well, Mr. Rampasad, it was indeed a pleasure. Let me wish you all the best. Also, I want to wish the Steel Orchestra a great success on the trip abroad. I think it's a tremendous achievement, and I am hoping that when they come back, I will be able to come and find out from the kids themselves what that experience was like for them, because I'm sure it's going to be a tremendous eye-opener for them, especially those who have never traveled before.
Yes, so we are truly blessed to be here this morning to share with the national community what is happening in this unknown place, and will be blessed to be able to share that experience with you and the national community as well.
Thank you very much. A pleasure.